To my Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice blind playthrough. I'm interested to jump into this. I don't know much about this game apart from the studio behind it, a little bit about them. They are a company called Ninja Theory. This is their new IP, Hellblade. I've played some of their past games in the past and I really kind of enjoyed them, especially a game called Heavenly Sword, which was developed on the PS3. I played Enslaved a little bit and also the reboot of Devil May Cry, which are all pretty decent, to be fair. It's a good company. However, what's interesting about this one is that, from what I understand, it is a small independent studio trying to recreate and build an incredible sort of AAA style studio, big mega game for a single experience, for a single player story driven experience that's, supposedly pretty awesome for a small team like that. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into this and uh, see what the hell the fuss is about, I guess. Okay, we're loading.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she feel you coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, and they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you could.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
This is pretty sick, I have to say. I don't know if you can hear on YouTube, but there's like voices in the background. I'm playing this on a headset, and I can hear all those, all those schizo voices she's clearly hearing in the headset in the back. It's quite jarring, but a pretty awesome effect, I have to say.
See them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back.
Ooh, I could move the camera, that's awesome.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Whoa, this place is all kinds of messed up. Can I move the boats?
They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching?
Oh, I can hear you talking in my back of my
They're
head.
watching her.
Oh, this is creepy as hell, and I love it.
They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
It kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 3,
What is she
when you're
thinking?
fighting the Sorrow, wading through the fucking river. It's pretty sick.
She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. It's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Alright, can I start playing some game, baby? Let's get out there and play, damn it. I don't even know how it plays, to be honest, but...
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Okay. So I guess this is where we start playing. It turns out we're a little bit of a schizophrenic here on our hand, I believe. I think that's the term. I'm no psychologist, but I think that's the right term. So she's hearing voices and she's like mental.
Use your eyes.
Use your eyes.
Come closer.
She can't focus.
Why can't she focus?
Take a closer look.
It's an interesting thing. I wonder if they keep evolving what they say, depending on what you do. Yeah, focus. Oh, hard to.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Okay, that sounds like a very pleasant Sunday afternoon stroll. don't mind if I do. Okay, one thing I wanted to do is, because my screen's a little bit screwed up, I want to see if I can resize. Because some of the text at the top I can't seem to read. Okay, wouldn't be there. Controls. Don't think it would be there either. Audio gamma, maybe no. Okay, I don't think there's an option for it. Never mind. Let's march on. So, journey down some river, turn to the left, follow the path. 9 days riding. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I wonder what I can do though. I need to go back. This is where I came from, maybe. River Hell. Okay. Let's see if it repeats the message. Let's get the clues. Maybe I really have to pay attention.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
You can't skip it again, which is a bit
They
annoying.
say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge.
Okay, so what's the
covered
run?
in gold.
There we go, L1.
The path to Helheim
Okay.
goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Middle-earth.
Okay, so we can go into the water. Ocean. Get away from the darkness. Pretty cool effect, actually. That's pretty awesome.
Yearn for life. Hunger for it. Like a pack of wolves in a hunt. But she's not stopping.
I'm trying not to touch the water and thinking that effect will go away.
Not this time.
Stay in the dark. Okay. Well,
Can you see it?
like the Trojan horse.
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see it?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
Not creepy at all.
He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
They're called
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Okay.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him.
Voices in my head are telling me to turn back. That's so freaky, man. Oh god.
Why his soul is in Helheim. His soul still lives.
It is a stunning looking game though. I love it
The
so.
bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross.
dead can cross it, eh? That's the golden bridge, I believe. That's what the guy said at the beginning.
Let's see, shall we?
Hidden path up to it. Let's see. Okay. We have to find the hidden path up that to the bridge. So R2 is your sort of focus. You have to guess what buttons do things, which is... Sometimes I like that in gaming. I do like that. I'm sick and tired of all these fucking tutorials in every single game. Like, okay. But so far that seems all I can do at the moment. Run and focus. There's another one of those rocks. Glyphs or whatever they are.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Sure thing, dude. I'll just kill myself right now. Is this a sort of Dark Souls mechanic? The undead rising up. Let's see. Okay, so if this is the way up, then the path is not that well hidden. I don't know where I'm going. It's a new game.
Just drop down.
Okay, I do believe there is combat in this game, and I know that it's not much of it, from what I've heard from some friend who's played this a bit yesterday. It's only got released 2 days ago, I think. Anyways, so yeah, I've been told there is some combat in here, and it's pretty satisfying. Point to that person, so we'll see. But it's again, it's sporadic. It's not all over the place. I guess this is a very story-driven, story-oriented type of game, and I'm okay with that every now and then, especially if the games and the stories pretty decent.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them. I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
In other words, hold R2.
Look to see. Why isn't she focusing? She needs to focus now. She needs to use her eyes.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye.
I could have seen that without the
Find
fucking
light
focus.
to open the gate.
Okay. There's like a bleeding hourglass on the side. That's what it looks like to me. Anyways, let's go. So we have to find one of those symbols around. Like that. to activate the gates here. Okay, they're everywhere now. That's lovely. As a reminder. It should be around here somewhere, because this is where they sort of start appearing. Yeah, it does it by itself.
Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
Okay. Hello.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe.
I don't know, but let me fucking open it, damn it. They're overusing this now.
Go through the gate. Go through it.
I'm trying to.
Follow it. What's behind
God damn it, I'm answering the
it
fucking
take
voices
you?
in my head.
It's not safe.
Okay, X, okay.
It worked.
Oh, I think this game is designed to make you mental,
Spent 6
just like the
years
protagonist.
enslaved in hell. And I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listen when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Alright.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Okay. Structure looks really cool in the distance. I like that. Point of
I guess
focus.
it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip.
Oh, is that supposed to happen? I don't know. I don't know if that was sort of... Yep. I guess that's first death. Apparently this game's got a permadeath. I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning of this video, because I did try starting this video earlier and I sort of fucked up without putting on my mic initially. So I might have mentioned it in that one, but anyways, so yeah, there's got a permadeath sort of mechanic in this game, whereby apparently if you keep dying a lot, it will erase your progress and you have to start the game from the beginning. Initially that was a selling point to me, but if this intro, which is already long as hell, is going to be as boring as this all throughout, it might be a bit of a pain in the ass having to restart from the beginning of the game. I must say, so far the visuals are really nice. I do like the art style. Alright, what do you have to say?
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead.
That's a hell of a
To
job.
Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Okay, so she's like the goddess of the underworld, I guess. I was kind of hoping there would be a Big Mac here when I saw the end, but I guess no such luck. I don't know if it's the mention of some sort of I think it's Nordic mythology. I'm not very familiar with Nordic mythology, unfortunately. I'd like to get to read up a little bit about it. I've always been a fan of ancient Greek mythology and a lot of Egyptian mythology, but I always enjoyed reading this kind of stuff as growing up. But Nordic mythology, I'm not so well versed at, and I do recognize some of the names that they mentioned in that early interlude, such as Midgar and they mentioned Valhalla. I don't know. There's quite a few terms that I've heard of before from Norse mythology, but I have no clue where they originate from or what the hell they even mean. To be fair. So I don't know if this game, what I'm getting at is, does it borrow from their mythology well? Is it decent representation, or whatnot? I'll have to look into that.
The living from the dead.
The fight begins. Okay, that's a good trophy to get now. Indication that we were starting the action.
Rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Shh. Basically opening the doors to hell. That sounds like a grand idea.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Hello, okay. That's the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Whoa. Okay. Square is quick attack. Triangle, strong attack. Circle, kick, and X is your dodging, I guess. Alright, what else do we have? Ooh, that was L1. Definitely helped. There's another one. Okay, L2 does nothing. L1 charge. Nice, I like that. And circle kick. Yeah, boy, I like that. I like the combat already. Okay, and R2, what does that do? Nothing. Oh. Kick. Boom, boom. Heavy attack. R1. R1's block. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's going to be useful now. There's 1, 2, 3 of them. Oh shit. Ah, I see. Bring him to the light, What am I doing? Dodge. Dodge. Okay, sorry. Whoa, easy. Come to the light.
Behind you!
Fuck, there's 3 of them, man. That does nothing to them. Okay, charge, no, that's not a good idea. Alrighty. I wish I could turn away and run the other way. God damn it. Okay. Is this a permadeath thing? Because I'm not sure how this thing works. Probably not. This is got to be story related.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her.
Okay, so
All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I guess she's dead now. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. Okay, I guess that's the permadeath shit. And all progress will really last. Okay, if it's challenging, this could be a bit of a pain in the ass. Otherwise, it could be a very, very interesting mechanic in a game, and makes death a little bit more meaningful.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind.
Just like the old days when you used to have lives in
That is what
games.
Dillian taught her.
Pretty much.
With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
Alright, we need to get some sort of light sword or some shit. If there's gonna be shadow enemies.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Okay, so I get to choose who to challenge first then, eh?
Why can't she? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
Two gates.
I guess the other one there, me. Alright,
She's going to die.
yeah, it's a video game. That's supposed to happen every now and then.
Very careful, Senua.
Choose a gate, Senua.
Two gates, two gods. She's too
That looks like the, No, I don't want to get in there yet. I haven't pushed anything. God damn it. Just walk up to it and it triggers. Yeah, that face looked like the zebra from Madagascar, if you look at it closely.
He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Alright. Okay, I guess we'll go this way first then. I'll see you later, whatever that one is.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. Was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
So this is like Game of Thrones, rather. The only difference is the Northmen are getting engulfed by darkness. So darkness is coming. That's the sort of thing that's going on here. Everyone doing the north-south divide thing these days. Okay, that's not my weapon, no. No. Okay, alright, hello. Guys, no problem. No problem. No problem. Block. Nice little counter, whatever the fuck that was. That was awesome.
There were too many of them.
Block just in time for the counter. Here we go. Let's try again. Damn it, I should be fucking around. Permadeath one.
She finished him.
Oh.
Too slow. You can do it. You're close.
Ouch. Damn it. His guard there, I guess. Alright, little counter there as well. I need to try triangle afterwards to see. Ah, fuck. See if it does a different animation. Bollocks! Come here. Too slow. There we go. Ah, and I hit.
End it now.
There we
This is
go.
nearly the end.
That was different. That's nice. That's pretty good. Okay. Should we go that way? See, is that where we came from? No, there's two paths. Let's do a little bit of exploring, I say. I always like to explore. Ouch. Would have been more fun if they used them as slings and just sling them across the canyon. Probably a lot more terrifying than being crucified like that, I guess. Just over the cliff. Oh well. Missed opportunity there with them slings there, guys. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of pickups or collectibles or shit going on around, maybe. Ooh, face in there. Hello?
Senua. We each walk these lands, gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Oh, that's reassuring. Thanks. Okay, is that all you're going to give me? A little bit more reassurance would be very welcome right now. No. Hello? Damn it, don't talk to me all cryptically. Hate it when they do that. That's where we came from, I believe. Let's go further down, see what else there is. Okay, it's just another way. I don't know, I'm getting lost now. This looks like the sort of place where a fire god would be chilling out at, maybe? Or through those doors. What do you got to say? And also there's a cave down there.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south.
There we go, Game of Thrones,
They
just
say
right there.
the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first born, and was named Ymir.
Ymir.
The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
I wasn't, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I guess that would make sense for the fucking giant. Need some sort of food. The cow giving him milk is not a bad idea. Okay, fucking hell, this like that there's a lot of paths all over the place, but okay, doesn't seem like you can climb up. No, guess not. Maybe that's like a way out from the entrance from where the gates are. Shortcut, perhaps, maybe. Alright, there's no other path on that side, is there? Looks like it. Yeah, it won't be anything. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, what's going on? Another door behind me there. Oh, okay. A lot of symbols this time.
Gate. You must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
Okay, is the okay? That's the initial gate where we have to be. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I get lost easy in games, so don't judge me. There we go. All right. This is the first gate. I came from there on the way back, so I'm gonna go right this time. I think that's the same path I took. Start mapping the area out so we don't get lost all the time. Okay, I don't think we've seen this now.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir.
Repeating himself again.
Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Wasn't really planning on going there, to be honest. Thanks. Okay, is that it? A little bit more lore. Clues in that. What can we do with these barrels? Nothing, as expected. No. Alright then. Come on, don't tell me. Oh, I hate little things like that. Come on. Surely you should be able to fucking find that. Don't be... Always hate that shit in video games. That pisses me off. Yep, no, too much of a challenge. Yep. Slay away at all those demons with your fancy fighting moves, but this little step just right here is... a nuisance, isn't it? Oh well. Okay, so we have to go up then. Alright, that was our friendly reassurance, so we go back. There was a gate this way, that's right, we can try that. There we go. Alright, what do we have here? That's a Greek C and an N.
I can still smell it.
Well,
The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Okay. Screams will help me, says one of the voices. Yeah, sure they will. Gotta get that clue again, because I have no fucking clue what to do. Oh, is it just gonna open it? No. Open, damn you! Alright, so let's hunt down for those Sid balls. It's a sort of H-looking thing. Do I have to probably retrack? There we go. Okay, alright, is there anywhere here? There we go. No. Oh, what am I supposed to be fucking looking at? Okay, can we get out of this zoomed in mode? No, I'm not pushing, I'm not holding anything, so... Oh, there we are. There we go, that makes sense. And two together. Yeah, that should be it, right? I see, so this is the puzzle mechanic. And why? Okay, obviously that's one of those crucifixes, but one of them that's fixed. It's got three little... Looking at the body here. Looks more like it would be a stick still intact. Yeah, let's look for one of them. Or maybe it's a combination of two items. It's got to be there. Maybe use like a tree as the third prong. Maybe. Okay. Like that, maybe. There we go. I thought that might be the case, and I was right.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead.
However, I thought it was this wood and not the other one, to be fair.
And you will see that it has opened.
Much of a challenge, but anyways, let's go see this world of the dead, as you call it. Alrighty.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
I don't think I'll be able to slip through there. It does seem like there's a cabin down there, but... Okay, I wouldn't think she would be nimble enough to get through there for some reason. What else? Okay. Looks like there's going to be enemies around here somewhere. Spooky. Alright, bring him. Ooh, hello. Ouch. Bollocks. Bollocks. Shit. No. it is. Is that a death? That's a death. Oh. Okay, she's dead. Ooh, got confident, cocky, and a good thing to do. I wonder if they've taken advantage of this mechanic and give you different type of endings depending on how many times you died. I know that this is a short game, so I would imagine that they try to encourage multiple playthroughs for whatever reason. And it would make sense if you want to sell this type of title and hope that people play it and talk about it for a while. You'd kind of want them to replay it for whatever reason. That's my predictions at least, but we'll see. Ow. Fuck off. Either change the variety of enemies or fuck off, I've beaten too many of you already.
Find out their position. Let them surround you.
Alright, let's see how they fare against just tapping square. Ooh, okay. Can't just do that.
I can see your
Ouch. Fuck. Nice. I like the way that the voice there gave me an audio cue. Shit. It gave me an audio cue right there. It told me behind you. Ooh. Come on, come on. Live, damn you, live. That's it. Dodge. Charge. Ow. Get this one down. Fuck.
Quickly get up, they're coming. She's injured.
Okay, so it does give you a sort of way to kind of recover. That was your opening. Alright, here we go. That's it.
Take him down. Take him down.
Any more? Alright, made it. Ooh. Okay, I've got to stop trying to die with this permadeath thing lurking by. I don't know how many deaths it will require. I really don't want to fucking do this again, to be honest. I don't know, we'll see. Let's not brush it off too quickly.
When you see a fire gate of soot, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to soot.
Let's see, can we knock this over? Oh, I just wish you could pull out your sword at any time and hit things, like in every other fucking video game. Okay, I guess not. Right. No. Follow the fires. There's one behind there. That doesn't do nothing. Okay, alright. I do like this side running when you're turning the cameras around. Okay, who are we sacrificing then? Myself. Burn. Okay, I'll be running for our lives, I guess. Let's go.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
You're gonna make me focus on horrors then, are you? Are we gonna get our cheap scares here?
Where's it gone?
The fire's disappeared.
The pyre. Cert is through there. For you. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's...
Find your own.
There's always another way.
There's always
The Northmen
a way.
say that the
Find your
defender
own
of
way.
Muspel
Just have to
is
find
called
it.
Cert,
Waiting for you.
the foremost of the fire giants.
He's waiting.
His name means the Black One,
Find
because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard,
Yeah, I know
waging
that those two
war
terms
against
are
all the gods. He will be victorious,
Scandinavian, Norse
and
mythology
then
stuff.
burn the whole world with fire.
Okay. Maybe we'll melt the ice in the south then, or the north, wherever the fuck it's coming from. Ready then. Okay. See what it says when we get to the bridge. Alright, so for whatever reason is this now locked? Just barriers, okay. Okay, well, there might be a clue. Always worthwhile checking before heading out, looking for solutions. Okay, this is the holy path.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua. To follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
Let's look at Senua.
She needs to remember the way back.
Sort of similar to what was her name
Everything will burn.
in Heavenly Sword?
Concentrate on
Kai,
the
I think it
She
was
needs
the
to remember
companion of the
Everything
protagonist
will
of
burn,
Heavenly
then how will
Sword.
she find the way back?
Noriko was the protagonist, but I think Kai was her sister, her friend, or companion, or whatever the fuck she was. Looks a little similar. I think so. Tiny bit. If she can stop turning her fucking head so we can have a look at the face, please. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, never mind. At least a little bit to me. I don't know. She had the blue marks and face paint and everything. Kai, I think her name was Kai. I have to check and look it up. It's been a while since I played Heavenly Sword, but that was a phenomenal game. That was really, really good.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt.
I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
What you got to say? Am I essentially sacrificing myself at this stage? Okay, not that way. Oh, where do we go? No, stay away from the fire. Stay away from the fire. No, stay away from the fire. Roll over. Roll. Fuck your boat. Damn it, this counts as a death. God damn it. Yep, it's creeping up. I'm not liking the look of that. Okay. It clearly wants me to run somewhere once I've activated that shit, but where would that be? It doesn't seem so obvious, at least at first glance, so let's try that again. But damn it, I gotta be careful, I don't want to die too much. Yeah, okay, gotta touch it, burn. Can't skip this, can you? Okay. Alright. This time don't touch the fire. That's bam, Garos. Let's go. Thank you. And down. Down you go, darling. Off you go. This way. Yeah. Ouch, that hurt.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Okay. Not clip from the backside. There's way too many of these.
Find the fire, Senua.
Yeah. You say that all.
The path to
Is this? I've been here before, have I? Or things keep changing, so I'm not sure where the fuck I am. Okay, this doesn't look familiar, so I think we're on the right path. There we go. Let's see what that.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark
Yeah, so
day.
it's clearly rooted in Norse mythology. I mean, I don't know much of it, as I said earlier, but I do know enough to know that that's slightly Nordish. But again, I don't know how accurate it is or how faithful it is to the actual ancient mythologies of theirs or whatnot. But yeah, I always enjoy these type of crazy worlds. I mean, when I talk about that sort of thing, I kind of look towards the golden standards of that sort of thing, which is God of War, I guess. Because God of War did a really good job with representing some of the deities in the Greek mythology and the characters and the relationships. They pretty much got them all pretty well, actually, in my opinion. Obviously, Kratos is an original story and based in the Greek mythology and was never part of any sort of Greek mythology. If you've ever read any of the stuff, or maybe he was. I don't know. Maybe there's so much depth to Greek mythology. It's incredible. But for the most part, from things that I kind of remember as well, reading as I was growing up and shit, they did a very good job of representing Greek mythology in that game. So I'm also kind of excited where they're taking the next one now to Norse mythology, because I have faith in Santa Monica that they're the kind of company that would do their research and and do things quite coolly, I guess. But we'll see. That's another game for another time. But right now, let's see what the hell we got going on in here. Okay. X. No. Get scared. Yeah. Too loud. Yada yada yada. We've seen this before. Show me the symbols. Let's hunt down the symbols. So there's a hourglass and an R. Sideways hourglass. Alright. I guess whenever you get close to where the symbols are, those other ones start appearing in the sky and shit. Sort of indication. If that's the case, I might turn it off if there's an option to turn that off. I like the exploration aspect of looking for shit. So that kind of looks triangular. No. Okay. Let's go down. Nothing here. Let's see at the shapes from a distance. So we're looking for an R and a upside down, or a sideways rather, hourglass. That's the gates. That's where I went initially. Alright, let's go all the way, see what there is. Oh, there we go. That's an hourglass, but it's standing up straight. If we can tilt our head sideways, that would get the puzzle sorted, I think. No, I wouldn't. Wishful thinking. I think they put that there as a bit of a trick, maybe. Sort of clever level design-ish. Okay, alright. Follow, yeah, follow the fire, follow yours, right? Oh. At least he shuts up, so if they don't activate every time, that's good. That means another good indicator of if I've been somewhere or not. I have a feeling I'm going too far back. Yeah, that's where the boss room is. I say boss room, but yeah, it's got to be a boss, and you have to kill 2 gods to get through. So that's one of them's through there. I've seen this before, but this
The
is any
Northmen
clues.
believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Let's have a look around here. Okay, we're not getting those on-screen visual clues anymore, which is, I guess, a good thing, because it'll make you want to explore a little bit more. Could get annoying if, after a while, if they're not that obvious, or if there's no proper telling or good clues in the environment to help you. Upstairs. Okay, let's have a look around here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright. Okay, how about that? Oh, there we go, whatever that fuck was. There we go. That's R. I was just by tapping R, R2 everywhere. Is it? Is it working? Dunno. I have to go closer and touch it. Okay, at least we know what that is. Might as well go do that now. No. So the other thing could be a marking on the floor as well, I guess. But we have to probably stand at a specific angle to get that to trigger it. Which I can't think of a better place than right up here. Oh, where is it? Through here. And that's the kind of best. Nothing. Alright, that's a little bit shit, to be honest. Has that been triggered or? Do I have to walk the path of the R? Do I? That's really stupid. Let's give that a go. Oh, wait a minute, that's not an R anymore. Goes all the way down here. Okay, I have no fucking clue. No clue. Hey, hello. It is a little bit lonely in here. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do here. There's some talk of the end of the world from that rune. I have no freaking clue. I really don't. So why would it zoom in onto that R if there wasn't anything else I could do up there? It has to be something, right? It's gotta be fucking something. I can't see it from here. I can... And the voices in my head seem to have stopped as well. They were generally helping it before. Now I don't hear them anymore, which is kind of a good and bad thing. Is there anything around the back here? I think I've checked. Oh, just another way in. Oh man, I'm stumped now. I have no idea. Huh. Thunder. I can hear the thunder. I'm pretty sure it's not through here, but I'll keep running just to see. Oh, hello. Maybe it is. You see, when they want to be nimble, they can be nimble. Why couldn't you just hip hop and hop over these little obstacles earlier? Or duck and dive? Alright, okay. Nothing. Oh, what looks like an altar. There's one of them glyphs. Let's see what it says.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle,
It will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them.
Yeah, not after
Wherever
I
he
kill him.
goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Alright, so I think hopefully we'll be able to get to this first boss, and I think that'll be a great place to stream at the first boss. We'll try to attempt him a couple of times, see what I do. I'm assuming it's a boss, because it should be really. But that's assuming that I managed to figure out how to get to him. This is the previous area. I've been here, we burnt that. Won't be able to activate that again. Okay. Oh boy. Gonna be a lot of backtracking in this game, I have a feeling. No, done that one. That looks familiar. Okay, so the boss is to that side. I don't think anything's happened at the boss door, but I'm just going to check. Just because I can't think of anything else right now. And there's also the path that way. No, that's a dead end. That's right. We've read this one, but much.
The Northmen say
there's
the
the R.
defender of Muspel. As the Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword. And at the
Nothing
end of the
here.
world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious.
This slow run speed is not helping whatsoever. I have to go further back even, do you reckon? I don't think so. I think that's too much of a trek from the initial runes. Especially considering how early we still are in the game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a feeling it's that way. Let's go back, shall we? Through the hole, up the hill. There's no sacrifice here. I think we spoke to that one already. There's the symbols on the door. The R was here. Yet. Doesn't solve any of my problems. Okay. Maybe the hourglass is made by these certain angle. No. At this point, I'm making shapes out of fucking clouds, trying to interpret things. Nope. There we go. That looks like a fucking hourglass. Kind of tilted sideways. No, not fully. Not done fully. I am fucking stumped right now. I have no clue. blacksmith.
It's too loud.
Ah, God. I reckon I'm going to leave the stream here because I don't think I'm going to be able to solve this, and this is tending to drag and getting a little bit boring, I guess, for viewers as well. But two that are on right now. If you have any ideas, I'll be willing to try some ideas. Otherwise, I'm going to end the stream in a second. Have another quick look around. Gotta be something I'm missing. Ah, maybe these. Are those human bodies? Yeah, that's what they look like. Sacrifice to the fire god. Zoot. That branch moving? They're all moving. At this point, I'm trying to focus on everything until something clicks. Alright, one more time on the roof as well. Because that R, it has to be that R. It has to be. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong there, but there is just no way that's not it. If the puzzle mechanics are pretty much the same as the first one, which we solved. Nothing. X, triangle, square. Focus. Is there any other button? Right, stick to look. Okay, that's photo mode. See, maybe that'll give me a clue. Ah, you can cheat a little bit with the photo mode. Have a little look around. Maybe this terrain looks like. It's a good way to help you figure this shit out, I guess. All right, let's see. It's not the easiest thing to control in the world, but that clearly looks like an R until you get all the way to the top, whereby it seems to change. Okay, alright, I'm gonna try one thing which I don't think is gonna work, but for some reason I have a feeling that walking all along the outline of that orange silhouette, well, outline, should I say. Might trigger it, or maybe I have to be in focus, I don't know. I'm gonna try that, I'll try that, but just to fucking test that theory. Trace the steps, and then it stops there because of the wood. No, lets me go all the way across and trace the steps. Let's give it a little spin about and follow it back. I know this is gonna do jack shit, but fuck me. If that's the solution to the puzzle, then that's stupid as fuck. Come on. I'm hoping it is though, because I just want to get on with it. No. Alright. I guess not. Anyways, well, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'll be continuing this game. I'm definitely intrigued. I don't think I'll be doing another stream for it. As is the nature of this. If it's a puzzle game, which I think it is quite heavily a puzzle game as well, then most of the time it's just going to be me running around looking like an idiot trying to figure out puzzles. And I can imagine that could be quite boring for people to watch as well. But having said that, this is okay for now. Okay, nothing excellent, nothing special, but just okay. I can say we'll see how it spans out when we find out a little bit more about this chick's sacrifice and whatnot. For now, cheers for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.